Hello everyone, good morning to all of you. Please welcome to the mathematics virtual class for 10. Today is 12th September 2020 and we will be continuing heights and distances. In the previous class I have just give you the brief introduction of heights and distances. In the heights and distances, two things you have to keep in mind, that will be observer and the object. Okay, suppose we have heights and distances. Let us take this P is the observer and you have the object A and you have the object B. Let us say these two are the same object but their positions are different. Now the first thing is, from the observer you have to always draw one horizontal line, because this horizontal line will be the base or the foundation on which the angle is made. So the angle is made on the basis of this line. So when you observe the object that is above the observer, you go up and angle is made here. So this angle is called the angle of elevation. Then when you go down from the same point, that is observer, you look at the object B which is below the position of the observer, you make angle towards downward. You are looking down. So that is called the angle of depression. So these are the two key angles that you need to make. What happens in the heights and distances, we will be finding the heights and distances of the objects or things which we cannot actually measure them. So there will be sentences or the questions given to you in the form of word problem or sentences, paragraph. You have to translate that into a diagram and you have to get it into a right angle triangle. Once you get a right angle triangle, then it becomes very simple. You have to use the basic trigonometric formula. This is B, P, H. Last time we have learned that P, B, P, H, H, B. So this will be used most often because you have got the height and you have got the distance. This height is different from the hypotenuse. Okay. So now let me solve you some ICSE questions from the textbook starting from 2009. 2009, let us solve this. ICSE 2009. In the textbook, in page number 334 onwards, you will see in the exercise, from the 2 points A and B on the same side of a building, from the 2 points A and B on the same side of a building, the angles of elevation of the top of the building are 30 degree and 60 degree respectively. So what is the object here? The building, the top of the building. So in order to make the building, you always require the base. So let us say this is the base of the ground. On the base you have a building here. This building can be represented by a simple vertical line. So let us say PQ is the building. Now from 2 points A and B on the same side of the building. So this is the building and this is the same side of the building. There are 2 points. Now where will be the 2 points? Obviously the 2 points will be on the ground. It is not mentioned, but you have to take it for granted that the 2 points are on the ground. Let us say point A and point B are the 2 points on the same side of the building, and from this point you are observing where? At the top of the building. So this top of the building becomes your object. And how many observers are there? There are 2 observers. So obviously how many angles you will get? 2 angles. So here it is given angles of elevation. Angles of elevation of the top of the building are 30 degree and 60 degree respectively. So let us take this first, and from the first point of observation you are looking at the top of the building Please ignore this line, it is not coming very straight. This is the 30 degree. And the next point is closer to the building, that means you are very closer, so the angle you will make will be bigger angle, that will be 60 degree. So from the diagram only you can tell which will be 30 and which will be 60. If there is a confusion which angle will be 30 and 60, look at the diagram. When you are closer you make a bigger angle, when you are further you make a smaller angle. And the height of the building is given to you 10 meter. And the question says that find the distance between A and B. Okay, correct to 2 decimal place. Let us say the distance between A and B, we can take it as x, any term you can use. The distance between the point B and the base of the building is not given. Let us take it as y. This also will be required. Now the height of the building is given to you 10 meter. Keep in mind this height is not the hypotenuse. So you have to figure out the 2 right angle triangles. In right triangle PBQ, let us take the first right triangle PBQ. This is the right angle triangle. I can draw this roughly. The theta is 60 degree, the perpendicular is 10, the base is y. So use this tan 60 degree, theta is 60. What is the perpendicular? 10. What is the base? Y. So what is the value of tan 60? Root 3 10 upon y. You have to know this root 3 which you have learned in class 9. So please remember this, tan 60 is root 3. After doing cross product you get like this. Let us rationalize this so it becomes easy for you to solve. Keep this as equation number 1. This y is the distance between the second point and the base of the building. So that y is not what we have to find. We have to find this x, the distance between the 2 points. So I think the first one is clear. Let us write down this, the first equation here, so that it becomes easy. What is the value of y you got? 10 root 3 by 3. Now you find out the second right triangle in the diagram. Second right triangle, you have to take only the right angle triangle. So P, A, Q. All this big triangle. So P, A, Q. Let me draw this roughly. Theta is 30 degree. This perpendicular is same because it is the same building. But look at the base now. The base is starting right from A to B is x, B to Q is y. So it will be x plus y. Okay, this is a base. Now use the same trigonometric. The value of theta changes 30 degree. This perpendicular remains same. The base will also change. It is x plus y. Tan 30, tan 60 is root 3. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. This also you have to learn it. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. These two values are used mostly. So let us cross product. Now this is the second equation. We have to find x. What is y you got in the first equation? So let us substitute that. This is substituted from equation 1. Now 10 root 3 minus 10 root 3 by 3. This looks quite complicated, but if you see that it has been transposed, 10 root 3, 10 root 3 we can see common. We can solve this in a simpler way like this. Because 10 root 3 is taken out. So after solving this, we find like this. 2 into 10 is 20, 20 divided by 3. 3, 6 is 18, something like 6.6 you will get. Okay, something like that. And root 3, if you see root 3, you can also get the value from the table. You can use that trigonometric table. It is allowed to use in the exam also. You can ask for the table. and find the value of tan root 3. Otherwise you remember it 1.73. But you are allowed to use the table in the examination hall. Now after doing the multiplication, 6 1 something 9 11 point something I will get. So this is the approximate answer. So you will getting the answer here 11.55, that is the distance between the point A and the point B. Okay, so distance between the point A and the point B is something like this. So here what we have to see is you have to first of all translate the whole question into a diagram by keeping two things in mind, that is which is the observer and which is the object, and from where you are making the angle. So in this case the building, the top of the building is the object, these 2 points are the observer. So you are making angle from the lower height to the up higher. So obviously these two are angles of elevations. Then you have to take out the two right angle triangles and solve it. Now next, ICSE 2010, I am not going to solve it because there the standard angle is not given, and mostly when the angle is not standard, like standard angles is 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree. So the angles when it is not standard, it does not come in the ICSE. Now it is out of the syllabus. So let me solve another question, that is ICSE 2011. This ICSE 2011 is similar to 2009. So I'll just draw the diagram for you. Then you have to solve it yourself, or I'll just solve it for you quickly. A man observes the angle of elevation of the top of a building to be 30 degrees. So here also it is similar to 2009. There is a building here. Let us draw the building, and you can name the building as anything. So I have named the building as PQ. PQ is the building. A man. Now here a man is given to you. On top, he walks towards it in a horizontal line through its base. On covering 60 meter, the angle of elevation changes to 60 degree. Find the height of the building correct to the nearest meter. Now here the man is given to you. Obviously the man will be on the ground, but the height of the man is not given. That means he is observing from the ground. Suppose the man, if the man was like this, then he will be observing us. That means he has a certain height from the ground. But in this case, the height of the man is not given, so that means the man is on the ground. Something like this. Okay. So instead of this diagram, let us take a point A. This point A is the man who is lying on the ground, or he is observing from the ground. So he is looking at the top of the building. How much angle he is making? 30 degree. So this, the man is, you have to take it for granted now the man is on the ground, because the height of the man is not mentioned anywhere. So this is the first diagram. It's quite simple. Angle of elevation, this man is the observer, the top of the building is the object. Okay? Object, and he is the observer. And for this observer, this ground itself is your horizontal line. He walks, okay, towards the building in the horizontal line through its base. That means he is walking through its base towards the building. Suppose he starts walking, or he starts crawling towards the base, and he covers a distance of 60 meter. Suppose he reaches point B. Okay, on covering 60 meter, then he stops, and again he looks at the top of the building. Now he is closer to the building, he is making a second angle of elevation. So what is your angle of elevation in this case? 60 degree. Isn't this the same as the first case 2009, but only the difference is the height of the building is not given here. So let the distance between the second position of the man has reached here, he has covered 60 meter, and what is the distance from this point to the base of the building? Let us take this as x. Okay, so now you have to find the height of the building. So again, let us quickly try to understand how this whole question is translated into a diagram. There is a building and there is a man, and here the man is that along the base of the building, suppose, okay, along the base of the building. So from a certain point he is looking at the building, and what angle is making? Angle of elevation of 30 degrees. Then the man is walking along the base towards the building. Then after covering 60 meter, he stops there and again he looks at the top of the building. So now here obviously the angle of elevation will be more because he is closer to the building. So now let us take the right angle triangle. First, same PBQ. You can make the rough diagram here. 60 degree height and x, both are unknown here. So tan 60, the perpendicular is actually the height of the building. Do not be confused with this hypotenuse. The base of the triangle is not given to you. Tan 60 you have learned just now is root 3 into x into equals to h. Okay, so you can make it like this. Tan 60 is root 3, this x will go there. Now you again take another right triangle in right triangle PAQ. You have 30 degree h. Now here it is given 60 plus x. So you can take tan 30 degree perpendicular 60 plus x. Tan 30 we know is 1 by root 3 h 60 plus x. After doing the cross product you will get 60 plus x equals to h root 3. This is your equation 2. Now you have to find the height of the building, but first these two unknowns are there, two equations which can be solved. H is root 3x. Please put the value of h here. So you will get 3x. Did you understand what happened here? H root 3x, root 3 into root 3 is 3x. So after doing this cross product, transpose, it will be 2x, then 2x 60, it will be 30. Okay, because what happened here, 2x, 2 into divide, so you will get x equals to 30, but x is not what you have to find, you have to find the height. So from equation 1, the height is root 3x. You got just now 30, 1.73 into 30. So after doing this multiplication, you will get the answer roughly. 3 3s are 9, 3 7s are 21, 3 1s are 3, 5. 51.9 meter, or if you round it up, it will be 52 meter. So this is how you have to go on practicing. In the next class, I'll be dealing more questions, but all the questions are based on these 2 points, the observer and the object, angle of elevation and angle of depression. In the next class, I'll be discussing on the problem which deals with the angle of depression. Thank you very much.